Hello and welcome back to our Save a Seat series here on Patreon. As always, I am your podcast host, Chloe, and today we are continuing our Black History Month series. So we're talking about what it means to acknowledge Black history, why it's important, why we should continue to talk about it throughout the year, and how important the arts community is, especially for our home neighborhood of Indianapolis. And our founder, Ariana, started in the arts sector of Indianapolis and got us connected to Chris Smith. So we're so happy to have you back here over on our Patreon. And if you are listening to this, thank you so much. You're supporting our mission to make opportunities reachable for everyone. But Chris, thanks so much for joining us again.
Hey, thanks for having me again. This is a great opportunity.
We're so glad to be able to uplift your voice, talk about your gallery, and talk about some really important work. So thanks for being back. But if our listeners did not listen to our Spotify episode for whatever reason, how about you tell us who you are, what you do?
For sure, yeah. I'll give you the updated version, the updated bio now. If you decide to save a seat. So I like to say now that I am a artist and activist. Thanks to my recently awarded Artie Award from the Indianapolis Arts Council.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I guess when you do things differently than they're normally done, that makes you an activist, and that's a title I'm glad to accept.
Yeah.
I run 1,000 Words Gallery. We're a nonprofit art space, and we uplift and help Black and Brown artists either get a start or better establish themselves in a world that often underserves and overlooks their artistry. And more and more, again, I'm extremely grateful for this opportunity, but more and more, we're also able to have an impact in the surrounding communities on the Near East Side, and that is at the core of what we do.
Yeah. Yeah, to speak a little bit to your point, this is true of a lot of art, but since the beginning, it has been a bit of an elitist thing. It's hard to break into, whether it's visual art, theater, movies, music. Like, you got to know somebody, or you got to have money, or you have to get a lucky break. Like, a lot of it is just discouraging. So to have people like you who are bringing people up with you and saving seats for them at the table, like, it's huge, because it just opens doors for people who probably thought they were never going to be able to get to do what they wanted to.
That is true, but I mean, you're doing such a great job right now asking questions.
Thank you.
I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Okay, do you know when art started and why it started?
Well, I mean, we can look back at like cave paintings of bears, right? Like,
Right.
it's always been an attempt to understand the world around us, to
Mhm.
express ourselves, to tell somebody something that we don't have words for.
It has always been a form of expression and communication, and I think when people found that there was financial value in the ability to create division and separate classes, then art became elitist, right? But
Yeah. It's always the money that ruins everything.
what we need that for, right? But at the core of what it is about, it's about making sure everyone not only has the ability to create something beautiful, but to also share their perspective and their voice.
Yeah.
And look, you don't have to support every artist. You don't have to like everything, but I don't think it's fair to say some people deserve to be in museums, some people deserve to have investments in their community, and others don't.